A very warm welcome to you. Many thanks for finding time to be with us on this edition of the program. We remain your source for all the latest happenings in the world of business. My name is Lucy Ulube. On this edition of the program, we will continue with the celebration of the Doyen of Insurance, Olola Olabode Ogunlana, 70 years of excellent service to the insurance industry. First, we'll bring you the continuation from his exclusive interview session with Faith Ugode on the CEO Rendezvous, where they examined a wide range of issues from insurance to the economy, politics, etc. Speaking in the course of the interview, Olola Ogunlana said that insurers must imbibe the culture of training and retraining of their workforce to remain in business, particularly because insurance is an intangible product. Take a listen.
To remain in this business, you have to train and retrain, particularly as we are rendering what we call selling invisible service. If you want to buy a car, you can see it, you can test it, you can touch it, you can say, I want this color, but with insurance, it's an invisible product. You can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it. It's only being given when we are providing the service. The provision of the service and the provider of the service, they must be together. Yeah. So your attitude has to be completely different.
On this edition also, just as we promised last week, we will bring you highlights from the well-attended symposium with a theme, Prudent Management, the Key to National Salvation, being the title of the keynote address given by Olola Ogunlana on May 26, 1984 in Sokoto State, in celebration of his 70 years of service in the insurance industry at the Metropolitan Club, Victoria Island. For the very first time, all arms of the insurance industry came together in unison to honor one of their own. Dignitaries from outside insurance business also turned out in their numbers to celebrate this quintessential professional. Let's check out excerpts from the event.
NICON should take it as a special assignment to ensure that claims are paid fairly and promptly. This will restore the confidence of the public in insurance.
Many of the traders out there at our market, at Jankara, Ireko, Mushi, Onitsha, and all other markets, as well as the small-scale businessmen, they earn far more than the average white-collar employee.
The solution to Nigeria's myriad of problems is as complex as the Nigerian context. First, visionary and transformational leadership is the way forward. It is leaders who set and create the right environment for people to give their best.
I joined the insurance industry when I came back in 1992, and we've been talking about the potential of the industry since 1992. When will potential become kinetic?
What more can I say than to urge you as always to sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup. Details in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Sir, would you say that lack of innovative products or tailor-made products to suit the current needs of not just Nigerians, Africans, is part of the reason why insurance penetration has remained abysmally low on the continent?
It's perhaps the key, honestly. In this market now, when you develop a new product, you want to cover it so that you will be the only person selling it. That will not benefit many people. That was why we open our doors. Our competitors should know what we are doing it. What percentage of the market can we cater for? Not much. So whatever knowledge we have here, we share with other companies. And people would think that that was silly, that we are...
That's unbusiness-like.
But it's nonsense. In this market, many institutions, many companies don't believe in training staff. Because when we train them, poachers come and pinch them. I don't mind. My competitor will be as knowledgeable as I am. So we'll be speaking the same language. In some cases, some of them would go and they would want to come back. But when you have said good night, you can't come back and say good morning. So the poachers are the unfortunate ones. When we train our staff here, they work in an environment that is conducive to learning. A staff, like a plant or tree, needs good soil to thrive, needs good climate, needs air. So when you uproot a plant, you pinch one of my staff and you take him into an environment where there is no action-centered leadership, where there is no teamwork, he or she will not perform his or her best.
Sure.
So the fruits or the products they were hoping for, they won't get it because he or she will be out of place. So we must learn to be receptive, to be accommodating, to collaborate and cooperate as the occasion demands. We are a developing economy, and if we don't do all those things, we shall remain underdeveloped. This is why we are in the position we are today.
As a country. Okay, sir, let's move on to another institution, the TCC, Okere. What was the motivation at the time that you set it up?
Well, the initiative came from FIM consultants. We are into training. At that time, I used to run courses mainly at the Federal Palace Hotel or some other institutions. If there is no cross, there cannot be a crown. If you want to eat good soup, the pot must stay on the fire, and you have to fire it. When you give the young people work to do, they should take home in the evening to report to you in the morning. They go to nightclubs. And when you ask them the assignments, have you done? No, well, they don't do anything. So I said, if I take them into a desert where there will be no nightclubs, where they can visit girlfriends, they are bound to work. When we shifted the base for training to Ogere, you won't believe it. Sometimes we work until 12 midnight. They'll be enjoying it on case studies. And the first set of students I had that I presented for the London exams, one of them had 6 papers in one sitting.
Wow.
And is the president of the Chartered Insurance Institute today.
Whoa.
One got 5 in one go, but 2 or 3 of them got 4 papers. Even London was surprised that, what kind of school is that in Nigeria? We want to compete with people that are advanced. You must work very, very hard. And that was the motivation for moving the training center to Ogere. And it has paid off. People are more serious in the way they do their work there. There's nothing else there. There's no nightclub. Well, there are sporting facilities, you can swim. We have a 9-inch golf course there now. Can play table tennis, there's a gym, all the rest of it. But at times set out for them. You have to do your work to get results.
Okay, sir, looking back from your era as a practitioner to when you set up company, you retired, and although you're still in business, so the crop of insurance practitioners that you see today, what's your take on the issue of manpower development as an industry?
Well, they may be growing in other areas, but in insurance, honestly, we are still not up to standard. As I said, some of them are very lazy. They don't want to invest in their staff for fear of their being poached when they have trained them. You can't learn to swim without jumping into the pool. To remain in this business, you have to train and retrain. Particularly as we are rendering what we call selling invisible service. If you want to buy a car, you can see it, you can test it, you can touch it, you can say, I want this color. But with insurance, it's an invisible product. You can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it. It's only being given when you are providing the service. The provision of the service and the provider of the service, they must be together. So your attitude has to be completely different. It's like if you go to a dentist or a barber. If I go to the salon, and if Tunde, my favorite hairdresser, wasn't there, when will he be here tomorrow? I will come tomorrow, honestly. It should be so in our business. That is why you must dress smartly. Some people are very slipshod in their manner of dressing. When I took over Great Nigeria, a company that had made losses for 7 years, and we sharpened it off, everything changed. In the market, they will ask you, are you from Great Nigeria? Oh, no wonder, you are dressed so smartly. Your handkerchief and your tie, they must match. You know, that kind of thing. These are the small distinguishing features that show you out as being serious. But today, nobody cares about that. In my time, you wouldn't do that. You must be sharp and smart. Anything goes now. I've seen offices where they wear jeans and things like that. It's very unbusinesslike. So all these things count when you are selling invisible products, when you are giving that kind of service. You must be up to date. And one other thing that is affecting our market, you put out yourself as being in insurance business, which is in fact buying losses, as the Yorubas would say, afoworofo. And then there's a claim, then you are quibbling. Why are you in business? You are there to pay claims. So as and when claims occur, you must settle them promptly and fairly.
Premiumbeat.com.
All right, welcome back. Moving on, we now bring you highlights from the well-attended event in honor of the Doyen of Insurance, 70 years of exceptional insurance profession. The business community were also not left out in the celebrations. Happy viewing.
Olola Olabode Ogunlana, the Doyen of Insurance, is an enigma, a living legend, and a leader par excellence. The entire insurance industry recently pooled resources together to organize a symposium with the theme Prudent Management, the key to national salvation, to honor and appreciate the Doyen 70 years of excellent service in the insurance industry at the Metropolitan Club, Victoria. Victoria Island, Lagos. As expected, insurance practitioners and other distinguished Nigerians turned out in their numbers to honor the exceptional, professional Olola Olabode Ogunlana. Welcoming guests to the event, Dr. A.K. Oniwinde, Chairman, Celebration Committee, enjoined participants to be actively involved in the discussions.
Olola Olabode Ogunlana, the Doyen of insurance, an exemplary leader of thought and an embodiment of excellence, had served the insurance industry for 70 years from 2nd April 1952, during which he made outstanding contribution towards the growth and development of the industry and the country at large. It is in recognition of Olola's contributions that the various arms of the insurance industry, under the auspices of the Insurance Industry Consultative Council, IICC, with National Insurance Commission, the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, the Nigerian Insurance Association, the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, the Institute of Adjusters of Nigeria, as members, decided to pull resources together to appreciate and celebrate the Doyen of insurance. To mark this occasion, a symposium has been organized with the theme, Prudent Management, the Key to National Salvation. The symposium will be in 2 sessions. At the first session, 3 of Olola's papers presented at different occasions, which focus on the theme, will be reviewed and discussed. Thereafter, Olola himself will give a keynote address to open the second session. The subject, the sub-theme, leadership role in the institutions and society, the repositioning the insurance industry. The symposium will surely be informative, thrilling, and beneficial to every one of us in the public and private sectors of the Nigerian economy.
The first session kicked off with the introduction of the speakers and moderator by Chief Ajibola Ogunshola. The first session of the symposium was a review of selected papers presented by the Doyen himself at various forums in the last 70 years. Discussants were Chief E. Oladipo Yemitan, Professor Duroni, and Dr. Olufemi Oyetunji. Chairman and moderator of session was Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, highlighting Olola Ogunshola paper presented at the 2021 LCCI Insurance Stakeholders Consultative Forum entitled Nigeria Insurance Industry, Breaking New Frontiers. Chief E. Oladipo Yemitan said that insurance practitioners must do more in public education.
There is therefore the need for the insurance industry to come out the more, to inform, educate, and enlighten the public about their trade. Olola Ogunlana has stressed this in this paper, which I refer to. The role of the industry in the Nigerian, in this country's economy is that important, but the industry appears to be sleeping while Rome is burning. I have observed the preponderance of insurance in developed economies. The mailman comes daily to deliver mail. And when you examine who the senders are, you are shocked to find out they are either insurance-based, insurance that, or other callers of attention to the need to pay for or renew one form of service or the other.
The second discussant, Professor Duroni, reviewed the paper delivered by Olola Ogunlana in 1984 in Sokoto State, Birnin Kebbi, entitled Nigeria from Oil Boom to Oil Doom, Prudent Management, the Key to National Salvation. In his review of the paper, Professor Oni said there is need for strategic plans for all sectors of the economy and must be reviewed regularly.
On the policy side, we need to take urgent steps to curtail population growth. We don't have the resources to sustain the teeming population growth we are experiencing in Nigeria. COVID-19 has already exposed us to this. We also need a reorientation from imported goods to locally made goods. We are supposed to be proud of homemade products, but in Nigeria it is a frenzy for imported goods. In conclusion, being prudent depicts holistic thinking, the act of being judicious and considering the future. Strategic plans for all sectors of the economy must be developed and constantly reviewed against global economic factors, trends, and changes.
Dr. Olufemi Oyetunji reviewed an address by Olola Olabode at an event celebrating our heroes, put together by the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers at Radisson Blu in 2019. In his review, Dr. Oyetunji noted that if the insurance industry fails to embrace technology, they will become obsolete.
If at the age of 90, your Olola appreciates the importance of technology, how come technology does not feature that prominently in our industry? I used to chair one of the committees in the industry on IT. We still believe that owning a computer is what do you call it? Is a show of how senior we are. If we don't do what is necessary, we will become obsolete. We all know what happened to the dinosaurs.
The second session of the symposium focused on repositioning the Nigerian insurance industry. Discussants were the Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. O.S. Thamas, Chairman, Nigerian Insurers Association, NIA, Mr. Ganiu Musa, and President, Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, CIIN, Sir M.O. Oyegule. In his keynote address, Olola Olabode Ogunlana posed a series of thought-provoking questions to insurance practitioners present.
How high up in the list of must spending to ensure survival and continuing well-being of individuals, corporate bodies and governments in this country is insurance? The first question presupposes that we are even on the list. So the next question should be, are we even on the list? And if not, why not? Is the posture of the insurance industry within the national financial system right, correct, and assertive enough? What is the impact of insurance on the social and economic life of this nation? Has the insurance industry a good vision of its role within the national economy? Or is it lacking in vision? Does the Nigerian insurance industry have good visibility? Is the full potential available to the industry fully exploited? Why has insurance not made greater impact on society and the economy? Why has insurance not effected greater penetration in the market? Why is insurance visibility not as dominant as it is for banking? The foregoing and many other questions should at this session engage our attention. Our findings and subsequent actions and what will propel the industry to its rightful place and a better future to the overall good of the economy.
In his response on the role of the regulator in ensuring prompt claims settlement, Mr. O.S. Thama said that the Commission is developing an application that will help track claims payment process in insurance companies.
On our side, as the regulator, we are developing an application whereby every claim that occurs must be reported immediately within a given period to the Commission. Not only that, when the claim is settled, it must also be reported. And we now take the responsibility of monitoring how long such will stay in the books.
There is no doubt that Olola Olabode Ogunlana is a rare breed of insurance professional. It is not very often you find this level of commitment and dedication to a single profession. It was therefore not surprising when the goodwill messages poured in from some of his mentees.
Premiumbeat.com.
Olola Olabode Ogunlana has given 70 years to the insurance industry. It is hoped that the current crop of insurance practitioners will give in their best and mentor younger professionals for the continued survival of the insurance industry.
Premiumbeat.com.
That's our time on the program this week. Join us again, same time, same station next week for a fresh package. In the meantime, feel free to connect with us on all our social media platforms. Don't forget to join us every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. on Niger FM 102.7 live for our flagship Pidgin English program, Waiting Insurance They Do Save, powered by NICOM. My name is Lucy Lugbe. From the entire team, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.